Okay. Let me know if it's any better. It might take a moment. It's trying to pull the IPVO, the perfect. It's trying to pull the document cam mic. Hi, Scully Grimmer. Happy Little Minis. Carrie Michael Crosby. I don't know if I said hi to Nomad Zeke. T McDuff. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna continue painting. Hopefully, I'm gonna get this down. I'm gonna get to where I really know what I'm doing here. On the computer wise, it's given me a huge appreciation for Justin. Not that it's undoable. It's doable. It's learnable, but it just takes a lot of focus to be able to get everything to kind of move together seamlessly. So that's what we're aiming for, perfect. Why not? And yeah, that's it. So let's look at our mini. It's kind of a bad angle. But yeah, this is our Bog Witch. We're using the Pathfinder paints. We were really struggling. I guess I should stop saying we. I was really struggling getting the eyes right last time, so I'm going to start with that, and hopefully we can just bang it out. And I brought this, like, I think it's used to mess with fishing lures or something, like bait. I don't know what it is, but it's got a little grabby on it, little whatever clip, and a little magnifying glass. So I'm going to utilize that. And also my readers. And one day I'm gonna just have a setup that just works so much for me. I'll just die. I'll have to die right there just of happiness. So that's that. But in the meantime, I'll struggle with new things all the time and never have things just perfect. Actually, hold on. I messed up and didn't bring any brushes. Let me check something. Oh, my dream job, owning my friendly local game store with lots of Reaper products. I like that. People really love working at game stores. I've got a guy in paint right now that is from the game store, and he is so scared I'm going to keep him. And I'm like, I really care about what people want to do, because like I want to do what I want to do, and I'm really happy, like so much happier mixing paint. Not that I wasn't happy pumping paint, but I'm so much happier mixing paint because it's such a neat job. So really into people doing what they want to do. And so I joked a couple times about not giving him back, and then I was like, I need to stop being mean. And I told him, like, I'm not going to try and keep you. You're going to go to the game store. Bill loves you. And people love Bill because he's almost like, I don't know, like terminally laid back. He's so laid back. It's awesome. Very, very nice guy. So anyway, hold on. Let's see. I'll just dump all these out. I think I'm on an all synthetic brush day. I think we're all synthetic today. Mostly because there's one brush I'm just married to, and it's that larger sable, Reaper Sable. I think it's round 2, like number 2, not round 2, but round 2 brush. So it's like that, but it's the sable. No, this is flat. Well, anyway, it's really big and it holds a lot of paint and it's wonderful and I love it. So, I keep all those back in the mixing area. And I bought a couple for at home to do parts of my acrylics that are kind of difficult with a big brush, for me at least. Okay, so I get my glasses on. I do have to leave like promptly around 4 because I'm watching some puppies. this weekend. It's a big puppy weekend for me. And, I mean, let's see. I mean, they're not puppies, they're dogs, but they're all puppies to me. But yeah, so I want to make sure they're not alone too long. And I also have a bunch of stuff I need to do. This has been sorry, I like splashed a little water over on my computer and I'm like babying it up. Yeah, no, Mad Zeke, I'm really trying to, I actually had a fleeting moment where I was like, I want to go back to Saturday or Thursdays because it's so hard. I mean, it's hard anyway, right? Any new commitment, with your time is hard, but I don't know. In a way, it's easier because I can focus completely on the stream, but in a way, it's harder because it's Saturday. And if I ever worked Saturday, I usually work Saturdays, I kind of just wander in here at whatever time I want. Sorry, there's so much glare from my glasses. Maybe that'll help. The way I've configured my office, I'm against a window, so I have to have my light or it looks weird even in the daytime. All right, so I'm gonna take a white, I think unicorn white, and a black. And last time I was trying to make like a deep brown. Oops, what's that? It's a pretty color. Happy Little Minnie says, tell Ron and Ed not to put prices on the Bones 5 Kickstarter shipments. When my wife sees what I spent, she's going to serve me divorce papers. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I watched Reaper Live from home Thursday night, most of it at least, and saw the Bones 4 label mishap. I know they hate that. I know especially Ron hates that. But it's going pretty well. We unloaded the truck and, you know, I really thought that I had, this sounds dramatic, but I really thought I had sun poisoning. And I was expected to be a lot more sunburned, and I'm not. I think I just got dehydrated. But I overdid it real hard, and then I started feeling really weird. Like, woozy, and just, like, went straight home and went to bed. After we unloaded, I think we unloaded 3 trucks. John probably posted some, what are they called? I won't say long form, but it's not that. It's, videos, really sped up videos, of the process. And I mean, I was having fun. I had a little spray bottle. Yeah, time lapse, hyperlapse, exactly. So, had a little spray bottle and I was spritzing. Who wants a spritz? You want a spritz? Anybody want a spritz? You know, whatever. Kind of walking around, and I changed jobs a lot. I didn't stick to one spot. I'm kind of like, I almost hate that I'm like this, but I end up kind of watching everybody around me and making sure that everybody seems like cool and that they don't need to change jobs, especially my people, my paint department people. But everybody did a really good job. We got it done really quickly. The big surprise was that we did 2, and we're having lunch. I went back to the department from lunch early to, when we got the shipment, I just abandoned paint and I had to go back and clean some hoses, which were extra difficult after a while. And, so anyway, I go back and Courtney comes in and says, hey, we got another shipment. And Ed explained this on Reaper Live, but we weren't supposed to get it. It wasn't even supposed to be in the area until Saturday. So that was rough because, you know, your brain just wasn't expecting it. It's like when you've got, for me, it'll be like unsweet tea and Diet Coke, and you've got them both there, and you take a sip of one of them that you weren't expecting, and it's just like the most awful thing you've ever tasted because you weren't expecting it. It was like that. I was really disappointed. So anyway, we did it. Then the rest of the day I felt real weird, and I was like, oh no, I'm dehydrated. I need to drink water, but I think you're not supposed to drink water really fast. So I just tried to sip water all day. I love unsweet tea. When I was a kid, long story short, I've ended up almost exactly like my grandma, and she was always like walking around the house wearing a sheet, holding a giant glass of tea, like giant glass of unsweet tea. And I love it so much, and I've become the sheet wearing, tea drinking lady. And it's really funny because we're going through the house, and my uncles go through their bedroom. They find all these sheets, like so many sheets. And to me, like, you can never have too many sheets because you can just change them all the time. And different sheets, whatever. Like, I don't know. That's my, like, apocalypse. I want to hoard sheets. You need sheets. Blanket for it, whatever, you know. So anyway, they were complaining, like, why does a person need that many sheets? And my cousin said, well, that was her wardrobe, you know. Not so much when she was older, but probably when she was in her 50s, 60s, like a toga. And I'm thinking, yeah, exactly, Nomad Zeke, apocalypse togas. I'm thinking, what are we doing that we're not togaing it up? Because it's just so nice. And it's why I don't like unexpected guests. I'm like strong on the popover boundaries. Really don't like that popover stuff for that reason. Because I'm probably in a sheet and I probably don't feel like being a person. I've had a lot of that lately. So yeah. I'm watching a house. Watching Vicky and Dave's house. It's nice, good sized house, bunch of doggies, and a good big tub. And so I'm playing a fancy single homeowner lady with lots of dogs this weekend. Like Bilbo Baggins' face when he hears the knock on his door in the middle of the night, or in the middle of pouring tea. Exactly. So I told my boyfriend, I was like, I'm so burnt out. So burnt out. I literally don't want to people all weekend. Like, I literally thought maybe I won't speak like after the show till when I go back to work. Maybe I won't speak. I'll make it a project. But it's Easter and I might see family. I said I would. But my family also gets me. Like, they're not offended by my withdrawal. I'm the Hermit tarot card. But yeah, my boyfriend was so cool about it. He was like, do whatever you need. Like, I'm totally into it. Whatever you want. And I'm like, there's got to be a mix of appreciation and guilt. It's totally what I feel. Because I'm just withdrawing up the mountain. Ooh, feral hiss. I like that. Oh my gosh, this little magnifying thing works so well. You guys can't see it though. Not so well that I'm not messing up keeping these in frame. Let's see. Let's focus the camera and myself. Hi, Shanloki. So I should mention today we're giving away a purple. I just don't know which purple today. It's a mystery purple. It might be just a regular MSP purple. It might be a special never released purple. We'll just have to see. But I'm trying to at least have a plan of what I want to give away at the beginning of the episode so that I can put it in correctly and people can get the paint that they won corresponding to the episode. So trying to keep it pro. But, oh dear God, I'm so busy with trying to finish up Kickstarter and finish it up in time to send it off. So, like, that was the thing. my wheels are always turning in my head, and I kept hearing Australia and UK are going to get their shipments and they can start whenever they get them. And I got to thinking and I was like, holy S. That means I've got to get them their paint. So I think I can pre-release some, I think I can give away some Kickstarter paints because they gave away Kickstarter corsets, so why not? But we'll just have to see. I'll see if that kind of pans out. But anyway, so I realized, like, holy, I'm gonna have to get all this paint done. And so I got started on it, and it's just one thing after another. So it was RVE, and RVE snuck up on me because RVE is new, right? So for ReaperCon, we released the ReaperCon commemorative set, and we had 2 fast palettes, and we had a triad. Well, we're trying to keep it the same, but I didn't know that. So maybe it was in November. I was like, oh, are you guys going to want like a triad for RVE like we do ReaperCon? And when I finally like weaseled my way into the meeting, they were like, oh, we want to do the 27 colors again. And I almost died, like picked myself up off the floor kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. Because that's the fun part, right, is making the colors. So we got that done. Then we almost immediately, had Gamma. And that ended up being the same size as RVE. Like, when I really thought about it, it was the same size project as RVE. So before that, we had caught up and we had gotten Kit Shop everything they needed. But then Gamma kind of killed that head start. So then came, obviously, we need to finish Kickstarter. And what had happened, so some of the Kickstarter colors are previously released colors, and they're in other kits, they're in other places. So over the past few months, if something else was a higher priority, I went ahead and borrowed from Kickstarter. So I had to kind of reevaluate, what do I really have? What did I borrow? Make the rest of the Kickstarter. And now I've got the ReaperCon colors to make. So if I were just like the best employee ever and the best paint lady ever, I would have those all set in stone tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, by Monday. So tomorrow. And I'm gonna super try to do that. That's my goal. It'll just make me feel a lot better to know that I at least have color picked out, even if I had to kind of mess with the formula. So that's the, I know we always say it's so busy, but just to, just to put it kind of into perspective. That's what I'm dealing with. And I'm thinking that this will be kind of the hardest but last of the really hard Happy Weekend i5 paints. This will be the last of the really hard, fast formulating of colors, because I'll have a formulating formula, and I'm about to start/finish my swatch project where I can kind of swatch everything we have and not have to guess, do we already have this? I'll have to give you guys the exact number of all the paints we've made because I have it all written on a sticky note, just not added up. But just this many of this line, this many of this line. Okay, that's not too bad. I think that either I've tried to do this so many times I've gotten better at it, or this little magnifying glass is awesome. I almost sort of like having some kind of white on her face, like a marking. I don't know. I might do that. So, let's go ahead and do the skin, though. I used Mana Waste Gray, Cairn Stone, think. Oh, this isn't the best place for the paints, but that's what I've got going. Syrian sand, Harmrose, Alcord, Arklord. I always call it Alcord purple, but that's not what it is. Skeleton white, Cairn stone. Okay. Oh, and then that brown. And I don't know what we're going to do next, but probably Mwangi brown. Probably something with the Pathfinder paints again, because these are so great, and I just haven't used them that much, and it's kind of fun. Sorry. Here, I'll let you look at my friend here. She's real cute. I really do like this mini. She's got a very cute bone structure. Okay. So I got like 2 drops of the Mana Waste Gray, which is like a pinky gray. And I love colors like this. You'll kind of be able to tell the more I release colors, though I'm trying to get out of my box a little bit. That's what I was thinking, Nomad Zeke. I was thinking about the face paint on Skyrim, which I never do. I always like, but I never do. Even though, like, I should know by now. I haven't restarted a game of Skyrim in a really long time, but I'm sure I will. I always do. So, I might as well not worry about it that much. Okay. Then 2 of these. I don't know if I'm going to get the skin just right, because I can't remember completely what it was, but I think it was that purple. Arklord. Oh, I love Skyrim. I haven't played Skyrim in a long time, though. All I do is I make people and I build houses in The Sims. And then I make more people and build more houses. Like, I don't think I've played in live mode of The Sims for a very long time. I have 200 plus mods on Skyrim and almost always end up a stealth archer, so face paint is kind of moot. Yeah, I do, I'm always a thief. Always do the Thieves Guild. I don't know if this applies, but Ed always told me you can just launch the paintbrush. You can tell a lot about somebody when they play role-playing games, like how they are. And I'm like, oh, I think that makes me a thief. And I'm sure I've talked about this before, but in my like astrology natal chart, whether or not you subscribe to that sort of idea, I've got something in my chart that says that I'm a thief. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny because I don't steal, but it's always the first thing I go to in Skyrim. But I'm superstitious, and even if I like wanted to steal, I'm a big karma person. I just feel like it's just a, you know. But I certainly steal in Skyrim, I'll tell you what. It does make me kind of guilty when you have... This is so silly, but when you have a really helpful NPC and you steal from them, like... What is that blacksmith's name? It's not Alvord, is it? It might be. Alvord's a town around here, I think. I don't remember, but yeah, it makes me feel guilty. Like, oh no, I'm stealing from the guy. And I also don't like to kill the animals. I kill the wolves because they come get you, but I don't like to kill the animals in Skyrim. I don't like to kill the dragons either. I don't think that was the right purple. But that's okay. We'll do something... do something a little different. Tell you something that upsets me is every time after you start the main quest, that blacksmith you first meet dies. He always gets killed by the dragon, and I'll try to revert to the last save and make sure he doesn't die, and I can never keep him from dying. It just kills me. Like, bro, please. Please stop getting in the way of the dragon. Oh, shoot. I think I'm gonna use a yellow. Skyrim is the only game I've ever played where the thief is overpowered. Stealth 100, illusion 100, more or less invincible. Any stuck-up NPC. Yeah, there's one NPC I always play because it's the only place I can find like the cutest outfit. It's I think it's tavern clothes, and it's like green. It's like this pretty little green outfit. So I gotta take her out. I hate when games make you kill peaceful animals for no reason. Then XP. Not cool. Yeah, I hate it. And they're not real, but man. Feels real. Use my little magnifying glass. So I'm super excited about the colors that Ron has planned for ReaperCon. Not that he didn't give me like an exact, like a Pantone swatch, but he gave me kind of a range. That's how we've been doing it lately. It's pretty neat. It takes a lot of pressure off of me because I just don't know that I'm there yet as far as what's really useful. Though I do know if people have really liked a paint that's useful and it goes away for some reason, I can make something similar and it will be useful. But other than that, I do like having a lot of input. That's probably my big downfall, is that I ask for too many different people's input and then I get multiple sort of advice streams going, and then I don't know what to do. Alright, I'm going to go back over her face with another color. I just wanted to have I wanted it a little brighter around her eyes, but that's okay. It's sort of becoming, though, in real life. Oh, at least 2. I think there's going to be at least 2. I think there's going to be some colors that people have seen before in a really special sort of application that they've been curious about. Yeah, peacock green can now be peahen green. Though I think peacock green stayed, right? No, it didn't. It didn't, did it? Brilliant green stayed. But yeah, so that's kind of the deal. Though I will almost always, just that obligatory almost, change colors a little bit. I really don't like to leave them the same. The only time I would leave them the same is if it's something that's so useful and so many people have asked me for that I would leave it the same. But so far I've only done that one time. And Ed wasn't just thrilled about me telling people that. But I wanted them to pick it up. I wanted them to know, like, hey, there's something in here that you'll like, kind of thing. I never revealed what it was. So, I have not got my hands on New Flake in a while after the incident with the collapsed bucket. But I'm working on it. It's just going to take some time. I have a lot of ideas. I have kind of a short list of the things I want to create. Different metallics, different washes, inks, I think are on my short list of cool things. I don't have that much experience with liners. I should actually make some kind of challenge for myself where I use liners a lot, but so far I haven't. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I used 4 colors. I think I used, and somebody posted it in the Discord, so I might as well just take a look. But I used Mana Waste Gray, one of the purples, Mwangi Brown, and Kieran Stone. So let me just take a look because somebody wrote it. But my idea was... Oh, cool. Somebody told me something neat from Anne. I'll tell you that in a minute. Boop, boop, boop. Where is that? Did I put boggard green in that? What? Boggard green, Mwangi brown, Mana Waste gray, and Sugathi purple. It doesn't seem right, but I'm assuming it is. Maybe that's why I couldn't get it right. So what I did instead was this Osirian sand, which is yellow. So I just wanted to make it brighter. Yellow and white make things lighter. And you want your highlights to be more warm as a general rule. So that's what I did. Though, because I took out that boggard green, we're still going to have a little bit of more red than I would want. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, I keep tearing this keep tearing this up. Let me see. I don't think we've got any subs yet, unless I've just missed them. So hashtag free is not open yet. When it does, for every 5 subs, we'll give away 1 giveaway, which will include some purple. I'll try and make it something real neat. We'll go back over the bangs. I need to start thinning the paint or I'm going to get that weird grainy thing that I hate. Oh yeah, so on one of the episodes, I was wondering if shaking the paint could kind of shake it out of solution or permanently alter it, and Anne said that she did not think so. Oh, thank you, Clavicus. Thanks, Becca. I did a little bit of like blush or / shadow around her knee, which is something I saw on one of Anne's streams for paint. So the hashtag free, let me open it up. Hold on. Boop, boop, boop. You know what? It was open. Okay, now I'm opening it. I'm sorry. So hashtag free is now open. So yeah. Okay. So we have our purple lady. All right. Look at the hair. I've pretty much taken the hair kind of all the same color again, which I do sometimes. Hair's kind of hard for me. So I'm going to do a wash again. And maybe I'll dry brush it first. I think I'm going to dry brush it with... I think I'm going to dry brush all the high points with skeleton white, which is like this. And then create like a highlight on a highlight with unicorn white. Man, all of these are clogged and I don't have a pokey tool with me. Super unprepared, but that's okay. I got to talking to Ed. We got to talking about life. I always distract Ed. We distract each other. Let's see. Looking to start painting, but not sure where to start. Anyone have a good starter kit to recommend? Thanks. Okay, so Danger Man 64. I would start with the core set. The core skills learn to paint kit. I think Rhonda designed them so you could do core or layer up, but I really, really like that I started with core and went to layer up. Between those two, like if you bought one and kind of took your time through it, finished it up, and then bought the other one, you would have a good starter kit. But there's also the actual starter kit. I don't believe the starter kit comes with brushes, and I know it doesn't come with minis, though. So your best bet is probably one of the Learn to Paint kits. Zoom out a little bit. I really liked it because I've painted before, but I kind of do everything my way, and I felt like it helped me a lot to follow instructions on the way minis are painted, because there is a way. And I feel like once you learn kind of the way everybody else does it, you can find your own style. I think that's a good way to do it, in my personal opinion. But I'm still pretty new as well. I think I'm at 1 year into this, like 1 year and 3 months maybe, or so. And I'd started painting minis before, but I'd never painted a whole mini. Oh yeah, for sure. We always have or at least almost always have some sort of freebie going on. I won't say always, but there used to be a note that said, if you get something extra, like, good for you, that's awesome. It's not a mistake. So if they have samples to give away, they do. And sometimes they have the free minis at the beginning of the month, like you guys would know better than I. And Danger Man, I think there might even be videos that go along with it, like from Rhonda Bender. I'm sure at the very least, myself and others have made videos of themselves working through the Learn to Paint kits and unboxing them, etc. But I'm pretty sure Rhonda filmed sort of a companion video. I just don't remember if it was on... So when we did the ReaperCon virtual last year, which replaced regular in-person ReaperCon, I think Rhonda did a class on that. I just don't remember if it was on the Twitch and was replayed, or if it was on the Zoom and kind of just existed in that space. I really think about it a lot. I really do like painting. I waste a lot of time. I was about to say I'm really busy, but I think what it is I waste just like a whole bunch of time. I need to get so much better about time management, especially in the realm of me time and stuff I want to do. I think I waste way too much time scrolling on my phone and getting into YouTube hell. And one kind of double-edged sword is that I really love doing my nails. I love doing acrylics, but because I'm sort of new at that, it takes me a long time. So when I start them, I'm really committing to a stay up late, really do them type of deal. So if I got faster at that, that would take a lot. And of course, now that I've done acrylics on my nails so many times, I'm kind of married to them to the point where I really don't like to work and lift anything if I don't have acrylics on my nails, because they break easy. And the acrylics at least replace my little fingernails. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So I quote unquote waste a lot of time doing that. And also just like getting out of here at night. Sometimes I push so hard, I just sit in my office like after I've clocked out, and I'm just like, oh, I've got to work myself up to driving. Boop. Okay, so one thing I'm kind of thinking about is the texture in clothing and how to paint texture. That would be something pretty neat to check out on other people and how they do it. I know that Michael Proctor, like, not specifically on clothing, though I'm sure he does. He works a lot with texture. It looks really nice. Let's see. So that would be really good to do. I have a lot of trouble taking the time to actually watch things, though. I'm not as much of a watcher as a listener. So I can listen to YouTube videos and do whatever I do and clean and whatever. But actually watching it takes so much time. Oh, I would like to do... trying to think if it was Death from the Sandman comics, graphic novels, that had... if she had a little swirly under her eye. I think she did. I'm like in my head screaming at myself like there's no way you can pull that off. Please don't, please don't, please don't. But I've got to do it. I'm compelled. It does not look like a big swirly. But it might end up kind of cool. You know, Bexa, I used to be that way. I used to cut them off really fast. I do wear them short at work. I don't wear them long. But they do hurt sometimes. I've just destroyed, like, there are two nails in particular I've completely destroyed, not knowing what I was doing when I started. And I think they'll be okay. Like, one has grown out. But those are the ones that tend to want to break. It's just hard to do anything. When I played guitar when I was in high school, I could not keep nails on. And now there's a YouTube video of nails for playing guitar. I saw it recently. I was like, man, I needed that. Like, I knew it could be done because Dolly Parton did it. But, and in fact, I don't know. I know there are a lot of Dolly Parton fans, especially now because she's such a saint. But when she wrote 9 to 5, she said that she was walking around going like... And that was kind of how she wrote 9 to 5. She was doing a little acrylic nail percussion. So it sort of worked its way into her whole musicianship. But for me personally, I always wanted to take them off. I hate that I just did that. I made an impulsive decision and just like smeared white all over her top. Hate that. It'll buff out. It'll be fine. Perhaps next Saturday I can set aside like 2-3 hours of painting time. And as long as you guys want to hang around, you're welcome to. I would really like to do that. But that might just be my wishful thinking, my insanity. How every weekend I think, or every week I think I'm going to catch up on paint department and what we need to do, and then every week I don't. Hate it. There's a clip of her and Aretha Franklin playing their nails going around on Facebook. Oh my god, that's so cute. This sort of reminds me of when I was younger, I would draw little anime people, and though they weren't as difficult artistically as drawing photorealism, I think that people just really liked the look and the style of it. So, in looking at this mini, while I don't think my skill level is super, super high at all, this is a really sort of like satisfying mini to do. Like, it's a really cute mini. I can't get over it, actually. I'll have to remember, was it Bob Rodolphe? I think it was Bob Rodolphe that did this. Oh, good, I managed. I sneezed and I managed to get it muted just in time. So y'all didn't have to hear my little baby sneeze. Whew. I'll tell you what, those containers also give me allergies real bad. I have a theory it's that anything from anywhere else is going to have different pollen, and maybe like people react to it as well. Sort of like I'm in North Central Texas, but when I go to East Texas, I sneeze the whole time. Like, I just can't handle their flora. Their foliage pollen sets me off. Oh, I kind of got a little swirl in there. I don't hate it. Yeah, she's got this cute little turn up nose. I like that a lot. Let's analyze. That's gotta be what it is. Just proportions. I think a heart-shaped face that makes it so cute. Okay. So then, trying to think. So we have purple skin that's going to be more grayed out, and blonde hair that's going to be more grayed out. Maybe we'll just start with that. Maybe we'll make a nice paint toner, we'll call it. Thanks, Bexa. Which is why, if anybody sees purple shampoo, that's what that's for. When you have platinum blonde hair, there's always going to be just a little bit of yellow in it. If you have any integrity at all left in your hair, any strength, you're going to have a little yellow in it. So you got to use toner and purple shampoo. So that's what we're going to make, is kind of a toner to take a little bit of the yellow out and sort of just make it a nice neutral. I'm gonna have to experiment with this, but there's this kind of principle in darkening hair in cosmetology that, say for example, I have platinum blonde hair. If I want dark brown hair, I've got to put back in the pigments that are in dark brown, or it's not going to have any depth to it and it's going to look green. So I'm wondering if I took a mini that was primed white and I did brown hair, I can obviously get a really good high coverage brown, but I'm wondering if I started with like an orange, if it would give it like a lot of depth and make it just a really nice, happy color. Maybe I'm over complicating it, because dyes and pigments are different, but just trying to apply what I know and kind of experiment and think about it. Okay, I don't know if that's watery enough, but let's start. Woof. It's a little more pigmented than I wanted, but that's okay. Let's just see where it gets us. It's also got a little too much red in it. Nope, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Maybe if I very quickly mix it with this yellow, it'll give me what I'm going for. Which is a nice, pretty neutral. Too high coverage. Tell you what I could do. Hi, Chrome Bones. I just read your comment on the Discord about the shaking of the paint and how Anne said that wasn't bad. So that's really awesome. I think what I was experiencing must have been too much pigment. I was thinking if I were more talented, because I had all this purple kind of all over this, I thought I could do some sort of like glowing crystal that emitted that color all over her, but I'm not going to do that because I'm just not good enough to execute it and I won't be very happy. Opposite of purple is yellow, but so I've got purple in there, I've got yellow. Let's see what else I want. What color I would make that. I would kind of like to make that, thinking either green or yellow. Purple, red, violet, yellow, green. Let's just do a yellow green. I hope I have alchemical green in here. I must. Because I think Ed, yes, I do. I love alchemical green. I'm in a really green, yellow, green place. Yes, we are giving away one so far for every 5 subs. We're gonna give away one paint and pokey tool, and It is a mystery purple paint. I'm not sure which it'll be, but it'll be a purple paint. So, hashtag free is open. Let me kind of base coat this. Oh my goodness, we're already at 4. So we don't have too much longer. I'll just put a quick base coat on this gem, crystal, whatever. And make sure I do like the copper with the green. I'm so messy. It's yes, exactly, Nomad Zeke. It's a perplexing giveaway. This will be a total Sadie's favorites mini because I love purple and purple skin and platinum hair, and I love, 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 love yellow green or green yellow. I love them. I'm just in a place right now where I'm like, I wonder if I'm like missing some type of nutrient or something, because it's that and the smell of lemon. I got really obsessed with the smell of lemon recently, and I put it in my diffuser. I just like load up my diffuser with lemon and hope that nobody cared. I just craved the smell of lemon. Aishan Loki says just hanging out with the kids at the park and then to go paint eggs with them to get my painting in for the day. I love that. That is something that's really sweet about being a kid and this time of year is the dyeing of the eggs, which I think, if I remember correctly, Anne and I both kind of talked about being a part of like what we liked about paint and color and mixing it is making kind of potions out of stuff, and for us it was like mixing the dye together at the end. And I felt so bad pretty recently because my grandma would always want us to dye eggs again. I'm talking when we're in our 20s, myself and my cousins. And I was like, Grandma, we don't dye eggs anymore. Like, we're old, you know? Like, we don't do that. And anyway, so public service announcement. If your people want you to dye eggs, just dye the damn eggs. It's fun. Get the crayons going. Make a stencil. Just make a day out of it because you'll wish you did. I think that kids are hunting eggs tomorrow with my family. But I've all but talked myself into canceling plans. So I probably won't be doing anything for Easter. But celebrating the season by a pool. Pretending to be the fancy homeowner single lady with a bunch of dogs. Ooh, my wife found some metallic paint egg kits. I love that. I love that a lot. Yeah, I'll be pretending this weekend. I'll be pretending that I can handle sun better than I can. That's my move. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, get your hashtag freeze in because I'm gonna go ahead and draw our winner, and I'm gonna look for while you're finishing up that, I'm gonna look for our what's it called? Our raid. Oh, that's not what I want. I want browse. Okay. Art. Sorry, I'm just really taking my time going through my algorithm of what I like to raid. which includes new things and someone with not a whole lot of viewers and something cute related to our hobby if possible, but not necessarily. Oh, what is this? Oh, you know what? I forgot to choose English, which Justin told me to do because I believe most of us speak English, at least exclusively. I'm sure some of us are bilingual. Let's see. Okay. So I have an idea. I have an idea of what I want. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember. I love the sun, Bexa. My honey says that I want to live like a lizard and lay on a rock. And that is true. And I'm so fair, and it just feels good. It gives me the endorphins. I'm probably badly in need of vitamin D or something. Or I can just like something without being somehow deficient. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Haha, I remember. Okay, good. Good. I'm learning it. So, first of all, we're going to draw our winner. All right, we have licking brushes. That is our winner for the week. You will be getting a mystery purple plus maybe something else and a pokey tool. Just type in the chat one person exclamation point I won something ? And it'll give you instructions. Just tell them this is painting platinum number 29, and I would mention the purple giveaway. So yeah, that's the deal. They'll get that fixed up for you. But yeah, don't lick brushes. Paint is non-toxic, but that does not mean edible or food safe. Don't do that. That's my opinion. Got it from Anne. It has become one of my crusades to stop brush licking. Promote health. Okay. 59. Did I say 29? It's 59. Sorry about that. Jeez. Amateur hour. Okay. So we're going to raid art. Let's see if I do this right. One of us might be losing our marbles. But you know what? It's a time for it, Nomad Zeke. Holy Lord. It is just a time for it. The world's crazy. Everything's upside down. We're in a time of great shift and change. Yeah. So let's lose our minds a little bit and then we'll get back to it. So, yeah. I am going to try to start our raid. It's art by Smashly. Yep, we're going to do it. And it's something really cute. So, you guys have a great week. And I'll see you next time and maybe for a little longer. All right, bye. Mwah. Love you guys.